Hello class, today we're going to be learning how to compare fractions. Even though we've already learned about fractions and what they are, let's do a quick review. Here we have our fraction 1/2. The number on the bottom of the line is the denominator, and the number on the top is the numerator. We compare the denominators and numerators using the less than sign. So for example, 1 is less than 4. And using the greater sign, for example, 5 is greater than 2. And finally, we use the equal sign. For example, 3 is equal to 3. Now that we have reviewed, let's learn how to compare fractions using 4 strategies.
The first strategy is common denominator. If both denominators are the same, the alligator eats the greater numerator. Let's look at 1/4 and 3/4. They both have the same denominator, 4. But the numerators are different, 1 and 3. The numerator that is greater in value is going to be the larger fraction. So 1/4 is less than 3/4. So the alligator eats 3/4.
The second strategy is common numerators. If both numerators are the same, the alligator eats the smaller denominator. Let's look at 3/4 and 3/8. They both have the same numerators, 3. But the denominators are different, one with 4 and one with 8. The denominator with the smaller value will be the greater fraction. So 3/4 is greater than 3/8. So our alligator eats 3/4.
The third strategy is manipulatives. Another way that we can compare fractions is by drawing pictures. To compare two fractions, you can draw two boxes that are about the same size. The fractions that we will be comparing are 1/3 and 1/2. Since our first fraction is 1/3, you will split the first box into 3 equal parts because our denominator is 3. Since our numerator is 1, you will only color in one part of the box. You will repeat this process for the second box using our second fraction, 1/2. You will split the second box into 2 equal parts because our denominator is 2. And then you will only color in one of the parts since our numerator is 1. Now that we can look at these two boxes side by side, we can see that 1/2 covers more of the box than 1/3 does. So we know that 1/2 is greater than 1/3. When we go back to our problem, we will draw the mouth of the alligator facing 1/2 because 1/3 is less than 1/2.
The fourth strategy is the butterfly method. The butterfly method is a quick and easy way to compare fractions. The fourth strategy is the butterfly method. The butterfly method is a quick and easy way to compare fractions. We start with our two fractions, 4/6 and 3/4. Be sure to write them side by side. We need to multiply the denominator of the fraction on the left by the numerator of the fraction on the right. So 6 times 3, that'll give us the first wing of the butterfly. So 6 times 3 is 18. And we're going to need to write that by the fraction on the right. Next, we multiply the denominator of the fraction on the right by the numerator of the fraction on the left. So that'll give us our second wing of the butterfly, and 4 times 4 is 16. We need to write that by the fraction on the left. Finally, we just compare our products. Which fraction has the greater number by it? In this case, it's 3/4 has 18 by it and 4/6 has 16 by it. So this means that 18 is greater than 16 and 3/4 is greater than 4/6.
Now that we've learned all the strategies, common denominator, common numerator, manipulatives, butterfly method, we're going to test our skills by playing fraction battle.